Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are zooming way down to the cellular level to uncover something absolutely amazing. You know, we hear about blood sugar all the time, right? But today, we're going to map out exactly how your body processes energy. And more importantly, we're going to uncover your body's hidden, built-in backup plan for managing blood sugar when the primary systems completely fail. It's like a secret weapon you didn't even know you had.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, the blood sugar fortress. Second, when the system breaks. Third, exercise, the secret back door. Fourth, building metabolic memory. And finally, putting it into practice. Let's just jump right in.
Okay, part 1, the blood sugar fortress. Think of your muscle and fat cells as an impenetrable fortress. They desperately need glucose from your bloodstream to survive, but they don't just leave the gates wide open. Under normal, resting conditions, over 99% of your GLUT4 transporters, which you can basically just think of as the primary doors for glucose, are locked deep inside the cell, stored away in these tiny vesicles. They're nowhere near the surface, actively held back by molecular brakes, just waiting for the perfect signal.
But the moment you eat, these transporters take an awe-inspiring 5-stage journey. Insulin acts like a messenger, sending a signal through a specific pathway that releases those molecular brakes. The doors then travel all the way to the cell's edge, lock into place using specialized proteins that act like molecular docking clamps. And they actually begin physically oscillating back and forth to literally pump glucose from your blood straight into the cell. How cool is that?
And honestly, here's the wildest part. This elegant machinery doesn't just let a little trickle of sugar in. Within minutes, this system amplifies the cell's glucose uptake capacity by a staggering 20 to 40-fold. It's a massive, highly coordinated biological response designed to keep your blood sugar perfectly balanced.
Section 2. When the system breaks.
To really appreciate this system, we have to ask what happens when the fortress can no longer open its doors. There's actually a sharp contrast between the two main types of diabetes here. In type 1, there's an absolute lack of the insulin key because of autoimmune destruction in the pancreas. But in type 2, there's plenty of insulin floating around, but the lock is jammed. Intracellular fats and inflammation break that signaling pathway, so the doors remain trapped inside, and toxic levels of sugar just build up in the blood.
Which brings us to a fascinating physiological puzzle. If that front door is completely jammed, and the usual insulin pathway is broken because of insulin resistance, how on earth do we clear that dangerous sugar? Does the body just give up?
That brings us to Section 3, exercise, the secret back door.
Well, science has uncovered an incredibly empowering revelation. Your body actually has a completely independent backup plan, an alternative route that literally does not care if you are insulin resistant. Meet AMPK, the molecular hero of our story. AMPK is a master sensor of cellular energy. When you exercise, muscle contraction causes an immediate drop in energy levels, and it releases a flood of calcium into the muscle fibers. AMPK detects this mechanical stress, this calcium release, and this energy depletion, and boom, it immediately leaps into action.
Comparing these two pathways really puts things into perspective. You've got the standard insulin pathway that might be broken, sure, but then you have the exercise pathway. Physical exertion literally forces those cellular doors open. It drives them to the membrane to pull in glucose, even if you have severe insulin resistance. It's two totally different starting lines, but the exact same finish line.
The biochemistry at play here is just stunning. Muscle contraction engages a totally redundant set of molecular signals. They have complex names like CMKII and P38MAPK. But hey, you definitely don't need to memorize those. The real takeaway is that you possess a secret backdoor. Your muscles can burn blood sugar completely independently of insulin and your pancreas.
Section 4. Building metabolic memory.
The magic of exercise doesn't just stop when you towel off either. Using this backdoor actually rewires your biology for the future, and the benefits compound over time. Within minutes, you mobilize those existing transporters. Over the next few hours, just a 30-minute workout creates a 24 to 48-hour window where your muscles remain hypersensitive. But over weeks, chronic training places stable epigenetic marks. Think of them basically as chemical sticky notes directly on your DNA. You are literally rewriting your gene expression.
As research highlights, regular physical activity doesn't just shuffle your existing transporters around. It permanently expands your total cellular reserve. So you're essentially building a bigger, much more robust fleet of transport vehicles to clear sugar out of your bloodstream for good.
And finally,
Section 5. Putting it into practice. We've zoomed all the way into protein signaling and genetics, but let's zoom back out to everyday life. How do we actually use this? Well, the American Diabetes Association recommends exactly 150 minutes of moderate exercise every single week. But the real secret? It's in the timing. Exercising shortly after meals is the absolute best way to blunt glucose spikes. Research shows glucose levels hit their peak within about 90 minutes of eating. So striking while the iron is hot by using that secret back door right after dinner works absolute wonders.
And the best part from the Cleveland Clinic's guidelines? You absolutely do not need to be an elite athlete to activate this AMPK pathway. Walking, Tai Chi, yoga, dancing, swimming, honestly, just a simple, brisk post-dinner walk generates enough mechanical stress to work biochemical miracles for your blood sugar.
If you're actively managing diabetes, your specific goal is to keep your blood sugar at or below 180 milligrams per deciliter exactly 2 hours after eating. Using a continuous glucose monitor can be super helpful here, just to watch how that post-meal walk directly pulls that number down in real time. It's incredibly satisfying to see.
Now, a quick word of caution. Because exercise is so incredibly effective at clearing blood sugar, you do have to be careful. Always listen to your body. If you start to feel weak, shaky, dizzy, or confused, stop immediately. And if you take insulin medications, exercise can actually drop your blood sugar way too low, a state called hypoglycemia. So make sure you always carry fast-acting carbohydrates, like glucose tablets or some fruit juice, just in case your levels drop too rapidly.
To wrap up this explainer, I just want you to remember that your body was brilliantly engineered to heal itself with these built-in evolutionary redundancies. Even if the insulin pathway breaks down, you have the mechanical signals to fix it. So the next time you feel like your body's front door for blood sugar is jammed, are you going to remember to use your sneakers to unlock the secret back door?